Well, that there's Morton, Washington. My name's John Wright. And I'm sitting here and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Morton, Washington. I'm going to tell you about the stuff. My dad was D.B. Cooper. My dad was a Zodiac killer. My brother Jerry. There's a picture of my dad and my mother right here. You know, I'm telling you the truth. I mean, I have nothing. There's nothing in it for me except I love my country. I love your country. I love people from all over the world, and if they don't like what I'm up to, I don't give a fuck. My neighborhood is now quiet, and they're fucking just blowing shit up around me, and they're fucking silent now. I know I'm doing something right instead of something wrong. So anyway, this is where we're at. We're at Morton, Washington. This is Morton, Washington. And I'll just go like this. I'll bring my little cursor up here. I think I could just do this. See this church right here? You come down Highway 12 right here into Morton, Washington. Right here's a church. Right across the street, there's a hog farm. You know what I mean? The pigs are here. The hogs are... The church is here. But anyway, you come down here, you know that church is on the left-hand side. Hey, man, it's a nice town. There's a church there. Well, don't let that church deceive you. Don't let that church deceive you at all. That's the problem. When people see a church, oh, that's so nice. You know, I used to fish down here. Me and my brother Jim used to go down here. We used to sit down here. My brother Jim was hiding around Morton and stuff. He didn't even want to be seen in Morton because of the stuff that they had done in Port Angeles, Washington. You know, and that's just the tip of it. Okay, now, right here, there's that church, just down from the church. Right here is the cemetery. Right there's my dad's bowling alley. Right there. Matter of fact, let's see if we could drop right in on there. Let's see what this thing looks like. Well, right there, you look at that. Victim, Terry Lance Shortridge. Didn't they make that thing into a site? Look at the little checkerboard there. See what's going on? They got the tire shop. They got the race car track. They've got a donut shop sitting right there. They're going, look at the donuts. The cops are behind this. They painted it sheriff's green. That was originally brown. They painted it sheriff's green so everybody would know, and they painted it victim. They put this victim, Terry Lance Shortridge. I went out here and I asked this guy about this name. They put these plants and stuff in it to hide the bowling alley behind it. Then they said, you can't do that. They came out here and they painted it barn red. Now, you know what? Like a, hey man, now look, they didn't want it green. Now are they going to complain that it's red because they painted it like this. Victim, Terry Lance Shortridge, you know. And the guy was right here with a ladder and a red shirt covering the S. And I'll tell you another thing. Lancer is the name of JFK. You know, now they've taken this, since I put a 37-foot motorhome right here, they have changed this building. They put gray on this here. They've changed it. They put a saw on the front of it. They've cleaned all this up. There was rocks here. Let's see if we could see some of the rocks. That was originally there, my dad's rocks. He had 37 of them. And I'll tell you right where they were too. They were right along this here edge that went on here. The right all the way down to our house. And my dad had a trailer house and it was moved in, and it's that right there. Right over here is where our trailer house was, and you could look right across this here parking lot, right across here, and you could see the mortuary. Right there in that door. There's a door right over there. You know, a place where you could drive in. There's a little drive-through there. They used to drive through there. I used to watch people come in there. I used to watch my friends come in there dead. It was terrible. And they were killing my friends around me over that bowling alley. There's where that D.B. Cooper money went. And they hid it right down there on the other side of that cemetery. And if you tell anybody, we're going to kill you. This is what it was. And look, it has a checkered past. You know, there's the cemetery. Brown Cemetery, matter of fact. See, Brown Cemetery. And the piece of property right here on Delphi, it's Brown's. You know, so what's really going on here? And by the way, look up there above the Morton bowling alley, you can see the antennas. See the antennas up there? See, they put those antennas up there at Marshall's Field. So, I just want you to know that's what happened there. And, see, and they put it on Highway 12. And right over here, over the Morton Loggers Jubilee, you see that sign right there? They closed this here place down at 10 o'clock on the Morton Loggers Jubilee. And usually that there is open all night long, you know. And they put this here building. They put a new building, so when you come out of there, you can't see the mortuary from there. They covered it up. This is all gray. It has a saw on it now. And there's somebody there. They have cards in their hands, all shovels. You know, they're holding all the cards, is what they're saying. This looks like they made it into quite the eyesore. It's like a crack house. And that's what it is. It's the cops' drug house is what it is. Now let's just go up a little bit. Okay. It's not going to let me do that. Okay. Right over here. This here place right here, this is where the bowling alley was supposed to be. You see it has the L shape in it. It could be a design flaw like that, but nevertheless, guess what? That place, the money was stolen. Trying to get that guy over there. There it is. See right there, that's stolen money that came from South America. My dad told me it. That there's where our bowling alley was supposed to be. My dad told me that when he told me about that down there at the bowling alley was stolen money. And look at this, and also the real estate agent. Right here, Bruce Kimsey is right across the street at the Century 21 office right there. Bruce Kimsey, the real estate agent, the ex-detective is right there in Lewis County. And, you know, right there, that's a problem. Why is it just so happens that he's watching the money? It's because it's stolen money. The Seasons Motel, wow. Doesn't that sound like a nightmare? Oh, I know the guy that owns the Plaza Jalisco too, by the way. The $1 Million Club guy. Oh boy, I could tell you about the story about me dumping a drink on Eve St. Clair's chest. She's Bud's wife. I have a story about her too. But anyway, you can ask him about me dumping a drink down on Eve St. Clair's chest inside of his restaurant right there by my house over there on State Street in Chehalis, Washington, just down the street from Rhode Island Place. I spent $15,000 in this place. Down there in Morton, Washington, I spent $15,000 in this place, being held up in this place because cops and stuff was chasing me. You know, that is the truth. Over this whole thing, I spent they got a record of that. They have a record of that through the Twin Star Credit Union. How many people go up there would stay in a fucking hotel for $150 a day and not go anyplace? You know what they said to me? Hey, this isn't a residential place. I had no fucking place to go until I got a goddamn motorhome. You know, nobody needs to tell me about the law enforcement community not coming down and forcing people. There's people in that town that's being forced. And I'll tell you another thing. We're going to go uptown next. And I'm going to show you where the bowling alley is and everything. There's the museum right there. I'll take you right here to the museum where they set up the Fair Hearts Museum. Hopefully we'll get there. There we go. There's the museum right there. I think that's it. They painted it right there. You see that? There's the sign of the Zodiac right there. And right over there is the Twin Star Credit Union. There's the Twin Star Credit Union right across the street from it. There's the Moose, and look, it's pretty shitty. There's the Twin Star Credit Union. They closed that credit union. That's the 21st one, and it's right across the street from this museum right here, the Fair Hearts Museum. And right there, this is Fair Hearts Way. And guess what you're going to see here? These here stones right here, they're designer stones. And they've got, look at these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think there's 13 in there. These designer stones, you know what? They go right there to the 2x4 mill. This is the largest tie capital in the world, by the way. And the Zodiac, they mark their territory with stones, marking their direction. It goes right there to that fucking blue building right there. And they're hiding it, what they're doing. And if I could get down there, and you'll see the radio tower, I'm sure, because once you get to that road, that's Highway 7 coming in. And look, there's the tower right there. See the tower right there? There's the they've put a thing up there, and I'm telling you, right uptown in Morton, right there, there's the Fair Hearts Hotel. And let's go back. You know, we're gonna run out of time here. This here's the main street. This here's where this here is the old Shell station. Right here is the old Coast to Coast store. My mother and brother walk right around this corner, and I seen them right across the street here. This here's the Fair Hearts Hotel on the corner. This here could be a bomb, actually. This here big building, because this place here is owned by those Lebanese right there. And we're going to get down there, and I hope to get this. We're in the intersection. Okay, here we go. We're in the intersection. Right there is the Coast to Coast. Right there is that brown. They call that the Rabbit's Hole, you know, thrift shop. This is the Rabbit's Hole. It's actually over here. My dad's, the 4-lane bowling alley is right here. There's the Masonic Temple. That's where my dad went and seen that show. The Exorcist that he commented about. And my dad's little bowling alley is right there. Right there at 208. Right there. And they have a 12 in that sign of that window right there of that thing. Right there, the 12. You see that? Right there's the bowling alley, 208. Look at that. They put red things there. A red alert right there, you guys. I am telling you. This place right here is a fucking 209 right there. That's 208 Main Street, Morton. I'll bet you anything that there is a fucking something down there in that basement of that bowling alley. Right there's the 12, there's the 13. The 13 number's the Zodiac. And this is the dungeon where my dad said that they were going to put something. And I'm going to cut this off. I have to cut this off right now. And hopefully it'll uplift.